So what's the deal with Facebook Audience Insights? We know that it was a free tool from Facebook that helped you learn more about your target audience's interest on the platform, and we know that it went away in July 2021. So what now? Well, Facebook Audience Insights was replaced with Business Suite Insights. This is what it looks like today. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the new version of Audience Insights, and at the end of this video, I'm sharing my 3 takeaways on if this tool is better or worse than the old version and how you can utilize it as a small business owner. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandy with LYFE Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. Before we get started, go ahead and like this video for me, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the business growing videos we put out every single week. All right, so let's start by defining what Audience Insights are a little better. Facebook says Facebook Audience Insights gives you aggregate information about 2 groups of people connected to your page and people on Facebook. So you can create content that resonates and easily find more people like the ones in your current audience. It gives you a demographics overview, helps you learn about people's interests and hobbies and their lifestyle, all of which helps you better design an ad campaign that is centered around your audience's likes and desires. All right, so now I'm going to screen share and walk you through the new Audience Insights. Make sure you're logged into your Facebook account, and then you can head to facebook.com/business/insights/tools/audience-insights and click Go to Audience Insights. You'll be brought to this screen, which is the Business Suite Insights we talked about earlier. Now you can see on the left-hand side, we have an Overview tab, Results, Content, and then Audience. For today's video, we're going to focus on Audience, but comment and let me know if you'd like a separate video walking through the rest of the Business Suite Insights. All right, so if you're new to this screen, you might get some pop-ups like this. You can read through those for some guidance on Suite Insights as a whole. Otherwise, the first thing you'll want to do is make sure your Facebook page is selected, and if your Instagram account is connected, it will automatically select that as well. All right, so you can view the data on this screen for a potential audience or for your current audience. Let's start by looking at a potential audience, since that's what Facebook automatically selects upon landing on this page. The first thing we see is the audience's size, which will update in real time as you change different settings on this page, along with all of the other charts we're going to look at on this page. If you click the blue filter button, you can add the location, age range, gender, interest, and language of any audience you want to research. And as you type interest in, it will suggest more to you. Once you've got an audience nailed down that you want to analyze, the first chart you can look at is for age and gender. If you're looking at this chart for your current audience, it can give you insight into who is currently finding your account relevant enough to follow, helping you better hone in on what your ideal follower looks like. And if you're looking at it for a potential audience, it can tell you what the demographics look like for the interests and other filters that you've selected. Below that, you have your top cities. So this will show you either where the majority of your followers reside or where the majority of the people with the interests you've selected reside, followed by top countries. Then you have top pages. This shows the top Facebook page that your audience or potential audience likes. This can give you insight into what other topics or hobbies, etc., are appealing to your audience. Even if it isn't directly related to your product or service, the more you know about your audience or potential audience, the better. All right, so now let's toggle over to look at your current audience. The first thing you'll see is how many Facebook page likes you have and how many Instagram followers you have. And it breaks down both of those audiences by age and gender in the first chart. Beneath that, you'll see the top cities and countries of where your followers live. And that's it. There's not as much to look at on this page, but I made a whole video on Instagram Insights, and Morgan made one on Facebook Analytics, which can give you more insight into your current followers. But the main use of Audience Insights in this context is more so to find new people who are likely to engage with you. Thus, you'll probably spend more time in the Potential Audience tab. So let's jump back to that tab for a second, because there are a couple more things I want to show you. When you click the Filter tab, you can add more than one interest to analyze, which will usually make your audience size bigger. If you've got an audience put together that you're interested in testing out, you can hit the blue Create Audience button to save this as an audience in your Ads Manager, or you can hit the blue Create Ad button to go ahead and start the ad creation process using this audience. Or if you need to share all of this data with a team of people or something, you can also export all of this information if you need to. All right, so now that I've walked you through the new Audience Insights on Facebook, let's talk about 3 of my my takeaways as a digital marketer and how the new version stands up against the old version. But before I do, here's a quick message from Sherman.
Hey, we just helped a small business make over $1.5 million through Facebook advertising. And after managing millions of dollars in ad spend for thousands of different small businesses, we have decided to give away everything we learned to you in a special program. If you want to learn the blueprint to success, the best practices from some of the fastest growing companies in the world, and all of the different tools you will need, then sign up for our social ads training program today.
All right, so getting right to the point with takeaway number 1. I don't think this new tool is better than the old one. Because of a lot of the new privacy restrictions with the iOS 14 update and such, there are more limitations, not less. If you ever use the old Audience Insights tool, you know what I'm talking about. The main use of the old Audience Insights was to gather more data about your target audience, and this new tool is not as efficient at doing that. You may think, well, it still lets you see the top pages that your target audience is interested in, but does it really? Take a look at this. These are the top pages for a potential audience where I have not entered in any interest or age, location, or anything yet. We see Tasty, Walmart, Amazon, Target, Facebook app, etc. Now let's go back and make the location the United States. I'm going to make the minimum age 25, and I'm going to add an interest in digital marketing. When we scroll back down and look, the top 5 pages are exactly the same, and a few of the latter pages are the same as well, just all in a different order. Let's go back and change the interest to Sunday brunch. Same thing. Let's try mechanical engineering, a totally different niche. Tasty, Walmart, Amazon, Facebook app are all still on the list. The top page of Donald Trump was also already on this list earlier too, just in a lower position. The problem we're seeing here is that it's not really showing you pages that are specific to your audience. These top pages are so broad and popular that they're likely to be liked by a vast number of any target audiences. So before you click off this video thinking, okay, then why did you show me how to use Audience Insights? Let me clarify that I'm not saying this tool is completely useless. I think it's at least worth looking at, especially the pages lower on the list, as those seem to change a little more with a different interest. And you might have better luck with this tool if you can find an interest that is really specific and niche to your product or service. But I would advise that you look at the base interest for your location first, and then compare those to the top pages it gives you as you put in different interests to see which ones you can kind of discard because they're staying the same no matter what you put in, and which interests are actually noteworthy. You can then click into those pages to see what they're about and what kind of content they post to determine what aspects about their page are interesting to your target market. But ultimately, my takeaway here is to look at the top pages for your potential audience with a grain of salt. All right, moving on to takeaway number 2. When it comes to your current audience, I would advise you study the common gender, age group, and locations following you if you've never done that before. A lot of new advertisers will start broad and cast a wider net with their targeting because they don't really know who to target yet. For instance, maybe you've been boosting posts to get more post engagement and you're targeting the United States as your location. But maybe in your Audience Insights, you see that the majority of your followers are from Atlanta, Georgia. You could then alter your post engagement campaign to solely target Atlanta, and you may see a lower cost per engagement as a result because you're no longer wasting ad spend delivering to an audience or location that isn't responding to your ad. The same concept can be applied to gender and age as well. Your current followers are setting the bar as to what's working when it comes to getting new followers. So I would just keep a pulse on your current audience to always be on top of any patterns if there are any. All right, and then lastly, takeaway number 3, because the top pages feature seems a little faulty, I would suggest using this tool in combination with Ads Manager itself. In my Facebook ads targeting video, I walked through every single targeting option Facebook provides, including how to target by interests. When you type in an interest in Ads Manager in the ad set level, it will give you a list of more targeting options to choose from, and you can narrow your targeting by saying, in order to be delivered this ad, someone must be interested in this and this, not either or. So you can just get in there and type in some ideas to see what kind of niche targeting options Facebook suggests and offers. I think this will help guide you in your advertising a little more than if you were to just solely rely on the new Audience Insights tool. All right, you guys, that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell before you go, and I will see you in the next episode.